not make community, but relationships truly do.
I got demons creeping on my back porch. They're trying to bust on in through the front door.
In communities such as the Central District, which is right here, and where I live in the Rainier Valley, is that lots of white people with money are coming in, and it's called gentrification. A lot of bad things happen through this process, not just like rents being driven up and stuff, but targeting communities with police.
Humanity is not going to evolve unless you deal with the root causes of how we are where we are today.
Please back away from my doorway. You can't control me anymore. I got demons sleeping on my back porch. They're trying to bust on in through the front door.
My name is Rahwa, and my sister and I took over management of Hidmo a year ago, December 1st of 2006, so it's just over a year now. And it's just had lots of ups and downs. Our vision was to have a space where basically all our different worlds, which include the worlds of activism, the worlds of working with youth, working with women, or youth empowerment, empowerment of women, anti-racism work, social work that we've done, cultural work that we've done through our Eritrean community. And so we wanted to combine those worlds of activism, social work, art, music, and culture, and we thought it would be great to have a venue, maybe not to house all of that, but to where all of that could just manifest itself, throw all that together and see what happened, and just have a space for people to come and at least do shows without too much of a hassle, or have meetings without too many strings attached. And so that's pretty much what happened.
This is a place where everybody's comfortable coming to, white, black, Asian, Samoan, you know what I'm saying, and all down the line. Just, it's a place for everybody to be comfortable. So why would you try to take that away from somebody? Because you can go downtown and get denied in a whole bunch of places. You can come here and at least feel at home, you know what I mean?
A lot of people don't know, but in Seattle there was a covenant that this was the only area where people of African descent or African Americans could live and own property. And when I moved here back in the early 80s, it was still that community that was here, and now I've watched these people have aged, and they've torn down the houses and built all the condos on every block. So I have watched it change, and as I said, there's been some positive, but it's just I don't feel as welcome in my own community as I had before. That the gentrification has brought a lot of hostility between the communities.
What are we pointing at? That the white people who are moving into our neighborhood are feeling uncomfortable? We was out here on the block, man, when you moved in. When you moved in, you seen us. When you came looking at the house, you seen us. We didn't duck when we seen you guys pull up, you know what I'm saying, with the for sale sign. It was here, and you moved in.
Our neighbors, some of our neighbors, view us as like a nuisance. Somebody called us an attractive nuisance. Because they feel if our establishment, if our business did not exist on this corner, that dangerous criminal element, which is another word of theirs, would not exist either, would not be drawn to this corner.
Well, we all got together as homeowners and community members that live in this area to help clean up
area around Hidmo just to create a cleaner, safer community.
Yeah.
And we were noticing sort of the area picking up on crime again a little bit, and kind of this corner as kind of a cul-de-sac for that. So we wanted to try and do something physically in the presence to make it look clean, and that's not welcome here.
What are you guys gonna do as business owners? Because your existence increases crime, drugs, blah 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 on this corner, because this wouldn't exist here if it wasn't for you. What are you gonna do starting today to increase livability, decrease crime, and what was the other one? Increase livability, decrease crime, and increase safety. So that's how they kind of came at us, and I'm like, crime is a societal problem. I think the programs that we're doing, hit to the root of these problems that you guys are talking about. And what you are talking about, or what they were talking about, it seems like, is realizing that it's here and helping them to push it away from this corner, but not to really do anything about stopping it. You know what I mean? If you look at the Seattle Neighborhood Group website, there are all kinds of pamphlets and trainings they do on homeowners or people that live in a certain area can band together, and it gives you a step-by-step process, and how if you have a nuisance business in your neighborhood that keeps you from fully enjoying, from the full enjoyment of your property, it tells you how to file a civil lawsuit against them, a small claims court lawsuit. It's less about safety and more about property value, and more about just getting rid of people and things that certain people are uncomfortable with.
The neighbors around the Hidmo have owned their homes for generations, and so people feel a sense of community. It's not defined exactly, but it's really in regards to being marginalized within the outer world. So as a neighborhood, that gentrification is happening. It is important that businesses welcome in the community. And when we say community, it's not just the community that is comfortable at times for people, that oftentimes neighborhoods are split up strategically by people's social locations, but to welcome everybody into your business that walks through your door and treating everybody with the same amount of respect.
You guys need to leave the Hidmo open and quit targeting that. And all the new residents that's in the neighborhood understand that this is the neighborhood, and because they call it Squire Park doesn't mean that the old ways don't still exist. So you guys just gotta be acceptable with change, like other people like myself, Some people accept change, some people don't.
Hidmo represents a political statement for me and for the people I work with and around. There are tremendous forces in the community. It comes under the guise of gentrification and displacement, where many of the things 5 years from now or a year from now might not be here unless there's places like this to have the conversation. For all of you who think that just by feeling good about this place that you can stay here, that's a mistake. That you can feel good about being here, but really it's about this. It's about having some power collectively to make sure that no one can take this place with no two young ladies there, because they have made this place our place. And if we think this is our place, by any means necessary, we have to defend it. All power to the people.